So with that over there, and I think we now should be stream, motherfuckers. Well, we haven't been streaming very much, so I thought we needed to stream some fucking more. That's Critical Role. Just clicked on. That's not us. Wait, we're not Critical Role.
Yeah, we've started streaming a lot less.
Right, I'll sign out of that.
Why did I click that, you twat?
There we are. Look at us. It's my 12th month subiversary. Holy shit. There we go. Anyway, hello and welcome to another episode of Sanity Check Gaming City of Cats Adventure. I'm not really sure what this one's called. We do stuff. Way. Can someone listen to the stream and make sure that people can hear us? Because mine is muted.
I can hear you. Sorry. I was already going streaming and everything, then you just fell alive. So yeah.
Oh right, sorry, I didn't know you. Well, I wasn't sure if I should reply to when asked about anyone else streaming. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's done now. Fuck it.
You're live this, I guess.
Yeah, cool. Right, anyway, so does anybody remember what has been happening in this particular game recently?
I cast Thunderwave.
Did you?
No.
Well, no, that was Lee, and it was a different game.
we arrived at the cat say I can't remember what the name is.
Ooh.
But then we came to the Neverwinter Inn, well, the Neverwinter branch. And the cat say we realized they don't have a wizarding circle, even though we were looking forward to having a wizarding circle.
Mm-hmm. The city
there
is
is someone who has access to one. Yeah.
There is somebody that has access to one. Mm.
We are going to the I've written perfume district, but I don't think that's the right word.
That is exactly what it's called, Rachel.
Yeah, of course.
But
it is.
Before you go to the perfume
something
district,
right for a change.
that is where you're being directed, or will be going to. But before you go to the perfume district, you actually have to speak to somebody else. Who that's the lady Tabaxi, Mistress Henna Geledi.
Is she not in the district?
She is not in the district. She does not go to that district.
Ah, okay, because I've written them right next to each other, so I just presumed she was there. Okay.
Yeah, it was very much. At
notes.
one point, I'll show you the wall of text that this thing had, and because when we're doing it, I was just kind of quickly reading through it, and I swear to God, it is one of the longest things. It's good because that's pretty amazing for like the module that I bought, but it is fucking long. And it was trying to find the relevant bits of information in it. But anyway, I have now found them, and I read through it today. And knowing you guys, I won't need to go much further because I'm sure you'll just get up to shenanigans instead of doing actual stuff. But anyway, so yeah.
Sometimes that's more fun.
Do you remember what happened when you were at the Père Bassett outpost, which is of course the Irregulars, what the Irregulars office is called here? Neverwinter Irregulars is because it's based in Neverwinter.
We lied to them. I remember that part when I was last
They
year.
have our orb.
They have your
Well,
orb,
we lied to them, but then I told them the truth because I realised how much I fucked everything up. I've written 10,000 gold, 6 weeks. I think that was to do something for them.
It was
they
basically they need 10,000 gold. In order to make a teleportation circle, they're going to need 10,000 gold worth of, let's just call it ingredients, materials, before they can build it. So, and that would also hopefully cover the cost of having some kind of local wizard who is willing to do the work for you. So
we can either take the long way back by taking the ship, but
That's
we have
correct.
no idea when the next one departs.
Yeah. You would definitely
we don't want to go back yet though, because that's why we want to go and see that lass.
Mm-hmm.
Since we basically just threw all our cash in the forge, trying to make
I didn't.
nice armor.
You do have some money left. I
Did.
do believe you have some money left. That's good. Yeah, you did try to make some new kind of weapons and stuff. I think he's done something.
I managed to get
Didn't
to
you
get
get
new
some armor? Yeah, you got some. Yeah.
I got nipples as well.
He did. Loads and loads of nipples.
Didn't know that.
8 nipples.
Yep.
In total.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's a thing
I
that
do
we decided
remember.
to happen. Yep. Anyways.
Yeah, just like Talek says, you're welcome.
So yeah, and with that, you messed around a bit. You eventually admitted to your companions that you did indeed have a very large, glowing, terrifying orb thing, and then they did put it in the safe, which is why they asked you in the first place if you had anything dangerous. You are now on the road to meet Mistress Henna Mjelid. I'm going to just go Gelidi. I don't
No
know.
idea.
They could put it phonetically, so I don't know how to spell it, but they don't. They're like, yeah, there's a random collection of letters. Say that. Anyway, you met her, and weirdly, it's one of these things where it doesn't tell you where you meet her, so she's just there. So you went to the agreed location, and you've seen her
The
sitting.
cafe.
Here we go. Actually, it's hot busting outside of Perbaset's perfume district. So let's just assume you're on the outskirts of the perfume district. So as you are walking up, you do start to have that smell of like chemicals and strong things wafting down. It's not overpowering, but you'd be like, yeah, the perfume district is that way.
Just
Now,
pungent.
for the sake of expediency, what we will say is your Aarakocra friend has decided to take some rest at the Irregulars Guild House. And you just
He's
met
probably
up with
still
your
traumatized
good...
enough.
Yeah, he's quite traumatized of all the terrible things happened. But I'm trying to think, have any of you
Especially
worked with
the boys.
Cronin before?
No, that character, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we were good friends actually. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was asking
I'm a
him.
different class, but we were friends. We are friends.
Yeah, I
You
was
saved my
asking-
life. Remember that?
Yeah, I was actually asking him like, so you slay axes? You murder axes? Sorry. And I did kind of set him on fire when I got charmed by a succubus, but that's a story for another day.
Lee, you want me to roll a D8 or something?
We are
for
coming back to your
consequences?
your D8, do not worry. That all things come to
Just, I'm real excited about the potential disaster.
It is a potential disaster, guys, so this is going to be real interesting. So we will do our usual. The camera zooms in and the four of you are working. As you are walking towards the agreed location for Mistress Henna, Rachel, your character, what's her name again?
Odessa.
Odessa. As you're walking, Odessa feels the craving overcome her again. And she puts her little hand into her little pocket and she pulls out a wee tube and she takes a... what happens, Rich?
It goes straight to her head. She gets like, you know, when you get brain freeze, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, ah! And then same thing happened as last time, and she'll sneeze and it'll just go... What did we say it was? No.
This is blue.
Blue, and then just blue powder will just go flying everywhere.
So as
And
you're
then-
walking along, yep, you are not really paying too much attention. All of a sudden, there's like a kind of puff of blue powder and a loud sneezing sound, and you see your friend, hair standing on end, turned blue, like just blue light kind of glows
Artemis
from
says-
within and radiates out amongst you.
Artemis says, "Oh no, not again!
I'm
Oh,
just gonna
that's
turn
not
around and
right.
go,
Odessa, why are you taking these drugs?" She's changing clothes
It's
again.
I think I'm addicted, guys.
yeah, you need to lay off that stuff. That's not nice.
I might need some help.
Well, of course, there are a few talk.
I mean, this one's a different colour, if that helps. Or is that worse?
You're a player, you deal with that, I'll just keep walking.
Well, blue is my favorite color, but drugs is not very good to use.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Wheel.
My nose feels a bit funny right now. It's kind of a bit numb.
Well, we all feel a lapse of judgment now and then, but at least you have the added benefit of not being able to smell the perfume here, because it is rather pungent, I detect.
I'm glad I can't smell that then.
Yeah, still gonna got that kind of powdery blue.
Then I'm
smell
gonna
dripping out of you
sneeze again.
to clear.
And then
your
this time the pink stuff comes back.
nose. It's just building
I
up.
thought
within.
that was gone.
Now,
Um,
next thing we need to do is Rachel. You need to roll me a d8. Now I'll tell the viewers at home if we ever have any. There is two of these that are real bad. Rachel is definitely Oh, 6. How interesting. Now,
That would be the worst one.
I will be honest, this is one of the least worst ones it can be. However,
Okay.
I will not tell you what it is
Can I
right
re-roll it?
now. Nope.
Oh,
This
Will
could.
you tell us later what the worst thing is?
It depends, because I had to think of these myself. So, like, in future, it's
Oh, we
easy for
could
me
do
to
it
think of
maybe
yours.
another time.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep abusing this
Yeah.
drug. I mean, it seems like I'm going to have to write a
Well, I'm
subplot at some
thinking
point.
maybe give it to somebody else.
Well,
My character has a drug addict.
I'm thinking I might have to limit this item that you have to like only your personal use. There's going to have to be some like story adjacent reason
I
that
was
you
going
can
to
do
say
this,
that.
because otherwise it's just bonkers.
That's so cool.
It's one of these things I like.
Occasionally, I just change class.
Yeah, occasionally the urge overcomes you and you just change class. But anyway,
Next up, we changed my appearance, but keeping the class.
you've got 2 different vials. One's for just changing race and one's for changing class. But anyway, so yeah, there is
Oh God.
a random debuff. What you feel, Rachel, for this debuff you have is that there's a certain level of apprehension, but you know that something you do that you think is going to be good probably might not be. But we'll leave it at that. Okay, cool. So yeah, so the 5 E's are the 5 commands are looking towards this the marketplace that you are being directed to, and what you notice is a tall tabaxi female is watching you with great interest. She is smoking from a hookah pipe. She's wearing the traditional garb of the city, kind of long flowing robes. She's kind of bedecked in like jewellery. She has a single kind of gold tooth at the front, and kind of large eyes, very piercing. And if
she can probably.
Mhm.
She can probably hear Artemis saying like, "You better not sniff up Dagroff."
I'm going to walk up and say,
I'm
oh,
not
that's been
sniffing
interesting.
anything. Sorry, James, I interrupted you. What did you say?
I was going to say, I walk up to the tobacco and say, I look thinking, try something.
say it again, James, mate, your mic cut out.
Yeah, your mic cut out, yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Not there!
Don't attack
Ow!
your mic.
That won't fix it. But anyway, continue. Yeah. Right. So what do you say to her?
I say, oh, that's quite an interesting thing you're partaking in. May I try some?
Everyone has a shot.
Okay.
I'm just like, I've still got some powder left.
Oh, my God.
Mistress Henna kind of looks at you confusedly for a moment, but she doesn't seem like disgusted. She seems very interested in what you've just done. And she looks at James, at James's character, and kind of takes a little talk, and then she holds it over to you.
I think I've been drawn and go, I start coughing my lungs up.
Yeah, mate.
Oh,
It's
that's
taking a
not
big
good,
old drag of a hookah pipe. So yeah, it's you kind of feel like the
Yeah.
initial cough and the kind of heat kind of going down at your chest, and kind of it's kind of like nice warmth going across your chest. It's pleasant enough. Yeah, you could maybe get into that if you kept doing it.
I like
She
that.
does kind of look at you like perhaps not so big, and then she like almost like sips it when she's doing it.
Oh, no, like,
You know,
take me out to dinner before you say that sort of thing.
She looks at you for an uncomfortable amount of time after your comment there, and then looks
Yeah, good.
at
Anyways, I
who's
think you're I'm going to point to Rachel's character, Odessa.
I'll just say that Chubby in the background is just like gone fully native, just lounging on the cushions, just chatting away with folk.
yeah. It's
So
like,
Yeah.
make yourself comfortable.
I'm just going around.
Callum.
Whereas I'm just going around. Whereas like Artemis is just going around saying like, "Do you require medical assistance?"
To everybody or anyone in particular?
Oh, pretty much everyone.
Okay, yeah. I mean, as you go around, I mean, a few people kind of like look at you very confusedly because you're an unusual thing. Some will kind of reach out and kind of like touch your metallic body. Others will speak to you in a language which is completely alien to you. unless you speak the Tabaxi language. One older guy, older male Tabaxi, kind of holds up his hand and is like a bandage kind of wrapped around it, and he pulls it off. It's like, can you heal this?
Oh yes, of course. I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Since I'm not,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be doing combat or anything right now, am I? No.
Well, who knows, mate?
No,
We
no.
don't know.
You absolutely
I
should
don't
burn
know.
through all your spells on unnamed NPCs.
For no reason at all, and then
maybe
go
I
into
should-
a huge fight
maybe
and
I'd be
die.
better- Maybe I'd be better off using my healer's kit. Just use one of my healer's kit.
If you want, it's entirely up to you. It's your character and your game. I
I'll
suggest
just
using
use
your
my
highest level heals to make it
Uh-huh.
easier for me to kill you later.
Oh no, don't do that.
Well,
Right,
just
I'll
make
just
your
use one of
choice,
my
mate.
healer's kits and,
Yeah. Okay,
Just
so
use
yeah, I'll basically clear you. Might aid the healing process over the next couple of days, and then you wrap it, you rewrap it, and the bandage you put on is much nicer. His pouch and hands you a silver.
It's actually 3 gold. I'm kidding. It's no. And then Odessa just turns around and goes, "Why'd I say that for?"
Yeah, normally Artemis doesn't usually take cash, but because I think like Odessa's just like jamming him like in or something, you know, like
The
"Oh, yes,
money I
thank you
need
for-"
it for my drug abuse.
Oh my god, I need another hit. She's going to spend one session just blasting both files. I am going to have to make
I think
the,
it should be a thing that's just addicted to drugs, but
No,
maybe
no.
not necessarily
No, I'm not
always
gonna get-
change stuff.
I'll keep
Like
the
maybe a
silver,
hair
but I'm
color
not giving-
changes.
I'll keep the silver, but I'm not giving it to it. I'm not giving it to you.
You're not
But
feeling the drug.
I don't need any money. It's fine.
Okay.
You're not taking any more drugs. That's that.
Well,
Uh,
I have.
As I mentioned previously,
and
guys,
I
we will
pick out
achieve
both.
nothing this
I have a-
session.
I have a purple one and one that looks like coffee, and then I put them back in my bag.
Okay, now.
Daggeroff, can you please explain to Odessa why you shouldn't take drugs?
You see, saying it in a language you don't understand, the intent is very much like, I will destroy you all. But just pounding on the side of the glass, leaving like bloody smears around it. Sorry, Logan, what you saying, mate?
What species is it?
Cronin.
Water
Give me
water
a...
elemental.
Alright,
It's a
never mind.
water element, isn't it?
He is a blood
Yeah, it is.
elemental.
Blood, that was it. Sorry.
What? Metal?
Blood elemental.
What the fuck that?
He is. That's the fuck what he is.
Yeah.
Just to for the sake of expediency, Logan, a water elemental is basically a monster that's made of water. A blood elemental is basically the exact same, apart from made of a thick viscous fluid known as blood. So
No,
a
right,
little-
don't, hold on. I didn't ask that. You said roll, right? And I said what roll? And you said blood elemental like it's a fucking roll thing.
No, well, I was going to get you to roll something, but then 3 people shouted the answer at you. It's like, well, I'm not going to get you to roll for them. Here, I'll put it up for you.
My
mate.
bad.
There you go. There, it should appear on your screen. That's Daggeroth.
So just blood.
Except
Just blood, mate.
he looks real small now.
He's teeny
hang on,
tiny
actually-
small.
I do have a painting of him. I'll post in the Discord group chat. Just give me a sec. Of,
Just to clarify,
I
guys.
thought this
Be a
all up. I
specific
have
group painting of-
everything.
Right.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
guys, we've not even spoke to the quest giver.
Right, can I speak to the quest giver?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You're right. You have
Well,
spoke to her.
yeah.
You said, "Can I have some of that?" and made like a kind of like sexualized comment towards her, and then you pointed at someone who was doing drugs. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Keen.
Chubby's away with it. She's
Yeah.
just like,
Chubby's like,
oh,
just-
that's so funny.
Eating dates and things.
Teleportation portal.
Yeah.
That's what we need
Okay,
to talk to
so,
you about. We
I'll,
need to go
I'll-
home. ET, call home.
Tell me what you're saying now.
I'll just say I'll approach her, saying like, "Hello, are you this person we're looking for? Oh, I totally remember your name."
Her name is Henna.
Henna.
Henna Gelady. I think, or is she a laddie? I'm not sure. She takes your hand as you kind of take it out, and she looks at it. And at first, you think she's gonna like maybe kiss it, then she just kind of spins it around and starts like looking at it, like moving your articulated fingers, and she like rubs into you. Are you magical in nature?
Why, yes, I am constructed by magic.
How fascinating. And do you... And she like actually starts kind of like walk behind you and kind of like touches part of you, and you feel her nail. I'm not sure how your feelings work, to be honest. It's entirely up to you, Cal. But like the nail kind of draws her, not as if to scratch, but just as almost like test the density of the metal.
Bran Chief Max this time.
Basically, like, he kind of does feel it, but rather it's kind of like feeling in the Warforged is kind of different from organic beings, so it kind of detects it, like not in the same way, but rather just it detects like any abnormalities or problems in the system. So he does feel the nail.
Nice. Just for any Terminator 2 fans out there, the data could be called pain. There's a specific reference to a very specific scene in Terminator 2. My favourite film of all time. Okay, yeah, so she moves around you and then she kind of holds it. And can you wield magic?
Well, yes. And let me see, I will use...
Try to get me burn all the spells,
I'll
that's my
use
plan,
one of the
guys. Just burn through every single...
I'll use a cantrip.
One
So, like, is there anything like around me that's broken, like a broken vase or like a broken pavement or something?
I'll say that these you see a kind of a receptacle for refuse, some might call a bin, at the front of the cafe, and indeed inside it there's like you see some broken crockery that just getting dumped on the top of it.
I take some of the crockery and I cast mending on it.
She like her eyes kind of widen at this, and like a smile kind of creeps across her face. Oh, wonderful. And where does your magic come from? Is it through study?
It's actually through faith.
A machine
My magic comes from Tyr.
that has faith. And yeah, and she is like she seems very fascinated by you. We must. I would love to spend more time with this, but we have business to attend. Were you sent by Miss Master Miller? If you do remember, you were sent by William Miller.
William Miller, yeah.
Yeah, we did. Why, yes, we were sent by Mr. Miller. And I believe you were the client that he referred us to?
That is right. Come, we should go to a back room.
If you would allow me to gather my companions, right?
Of course. Wait, Zodane.
Hey, Blazers assemble!
Is there any traps?
I'm literally standing next to you.
Right.
Is there any traps in the
Is there any
next room?
traps? If you want to look for traps, William apparently, Logan, then you can free to do so. I will need a perception check from you or an investigation check.
Wait, where did Logan come from?
I mean, of course, Cronin.
Oh, hi there.
What I would say is, this is a quick one actually, so give me a perception, not an investigation takes longer. What you're walking through, Logan, just so you understand, is basically it's a cafe with like kind of pillows and seating outside, and she's trying to take you inside the cafe. So I mean, you can see it, and there's people inside kind of enjoying beverages and eating and stuff, but she's attempting to take you into a back room. So I'm assuming you're looking for the traps as you walk through the door into the back room. Is that right?
Yes.
What did you get, mate?
I don't know.
You got a 9.
9?
9.
You got a 9.
You didn't roll advantage, so it's just a 9. You don't. It looks like a door. You made the door's actually just got those little bead things, those little bead curtains, and she just walks in first and just pushes by
cool.
it. And
It's
indeed,
actually an electric field.
I stand outside.
right. Are you standing outside the beaded one, or are you standing outside the actual kind of cafe?
I will stand outside the beaded one.
Okay, right, so you just kind of like stand. So as everyone kind of files in, you stand out and just kind of cross your arms and do that kind of like bouncer thing where you kind of lean one shoulder against the wall, but like one arm free just in case you need to get down. Just eyeballing the clientele, yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
Odessa, look! It's Cronin! The slayer... Hero of the murderer of axes!
Yeah, my best buddy. What about him?
He bottled Max.
Well, don't you notice him standing right there? I don't think
Yeah,
you've
he's
seen
my
him.
best buddy.
Well, isn't he right over there?
Uh-huh.
You haven't even gone up and say hi to him.
Well, of course I did. You were busy talking to someone, and I gave him a hug and I told him off for being late.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, someone's got to keep him in line.
So,
Mr. Murderer, it was very nice to see you again.
I say nothing to Artemis. I just give him a dish there because he remembers he was getting set on fire.
give me an intimidation roll.
Okay. I've got the bill a dwarf phone, by the way, just so you know.
Nice. You've got you rolled a 12. Give me a
Nice.
wisdom saving throw, Callum.
Okay.
Does that not add 2 though, because
18.
it's charisma?
Oh,
no,
it's
sorry,
because
that's
it's against
Constitution, isn't it?
dwarfs, mate. He is not a dwarf.
Oh.
Your friend,
Yeah, he is.
friend, Cronin, kind of stares at you when you do the axe murderer bit. But you're like, my friend, he just missed me. He's just having a bit of a stare at me. You do not feel intimidated by this.
Do I have something in my jaw?
Just a bit of spinach right there.
Strange,
is
strange, I don't really eat spinach.
I know.
So anyway, guys, let's move
Come
this
on, let's
along
go
here. Let's try and
to
get
the
to the
lady.
adventure for a change, okay? Right, I'm not going to push as long, but let's just get into the
Is
room.
that fucking extended this one?
Right, okay, cool. So, Cronin's outside, the rest is going. Again, there's like some nice cushions and that lying around it. She just takes a seat on a pillow, waves her hand. A server comes in, puts out a plate of refreshments, and she gets a fresh hookah pipe and she starts puffing along. Now,
Can I take some of that?
of what? Of the refreshments or the pipe?
Both.
They bring another hookah pipe. Refreshments are there. She laid them out for you, so yes, you feel free. So, after you have kind of use are suitably refreshed, Artemis, I guess they just bring out like a bowl of like nuts and bolts and different flavors for you.
He doesn't need to eat. He
doesn't
doesn't
need
need
to
to eat at all.
But
He
in
does-
politeness, he just kind of like
Sorry,
He
munches
actually-
takes
it.
it anyway.
Yeah.
He takes it anyway.
Okay, so you do this. Now, did William say what I required from you?
He actually didn't say anything about it.
That is
We were hoping you would have more information about that.
Of course, of
Actually,
course.
you might have told us.
Don't worry about it. I'm
Okay.
going to tell you now, guys. Don't worry. It's okay. The quest giver is about to give the quest.
Alright?
How can we help you, Miss Hannah?
I have
That's
had
that
a...
big question mark.
Right now, it's still an exclamation mark because you've not accepted the quest.
Yeah, well, we haven't quite clicked on it yet.
You're still like just skip, 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 and then you're like, "Fuck! What did she actually ask for?"
May we hear? May we hear?
She looks waiting for one of these to interrupt every time she opens her mouth again. Okay. I recently had something of great value to me stolen by a thief. A man called Rahid.
Okido.
Did you just get that?
Rahid.
Rahid?
Right.
Rahid.
Rahid.
Raheed. Snatched a short time ago.
Shit.
He dashed into the perfume district. I was unable to catch him. I do know
Could
that
you
he has
please
many
give us a
friends.
description?
Yes, of course. Now, let me just get a second here, because this guy does actually have a full character sheet, so I'll make sure to get this right. Don't want to give you the wrong information. Right. Okay. He is a rat-like man, with rotting teeth. He's immensely ugly. Short. Now, you guys can give me a, we'll call it a perception check. or an investigation check if you are proficient in such things.
Do I have a? Can I do insight instead?
What's that?
No.
Is it boys?
Insight would be like looking at her for like to find out what she was doing, unless you're specifically looking for something from
I
her.
failed, no matter what way you look at it.
21.
Okay, I'll do. So it's an investigation. I got the same score.
Investigation, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
17.
17, good.
17.
All good scores, guys.
No, mine was a 2.
Oh, you're such
Mine's
a...
a 5.
Okay, cool.
Well,
So the ones that scored low, you're like, okay, ugly guy, looks like a rat. Anyone that scored high, above 15, you've seen rat people
Nice.
walking around. Not many. And they seem to like kind of, when they're walking around, you've almost noticed that the tabaxi almost kind of like go round them. Like they seem like a kind of underclass in this city. But when she says ugly
Kind
and
of-
rat-like,
Makes sense.
yeah.
I can't help but notice that there's a bit of hatred going on with between the rat people and the Tabaxi.
She kind of looks at you for a
Would
moment. They,
Is there some kind of historical conflicts behind it?
They infest a great city, but we are at peace now. But we have long memories. But
I
our
see.
ruling class have decided, the ruling classes have agreed to let them live and work here. Not all of us are happy about it.
Are they slaves?
She looks at you. Some are not. From what you know about the Tabaxi City, there is indeed slaves bought and sold here. It's not as common as it once was. It's kind of... People aren't... They'll kind of look down at a lot of the other countries are kind of like, ooh, slaves. What you do know about the slaves, though, is they're not treated like lesser. They're just treated as owned. So, like, there's slaves that can... There's ways to gain their freedom and all the kind of, like... It's as good as being a slave can possibly be, but you're still a fucking slave. So, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, that's part of the lore of this. I didn't make it up myself.
They're all
So-
interns. They do work for no money.
Yeah, we don't call them slaves. We call them interns. Ugh. So anyway, yeah.
I see.
She also mentions that she does not like going into the perfume district herself, and that's why she won't go in there.
Oh,
Why
the
did
rats
you not
only
like-
in. Sorry, James.
There you go. No.
Are the rats only in the perfume district, or are they everywhere?
They are throughout the city.
Okay.
There is many of them. You can insight check that if you want.
I can do it. Okay.
Can I do it as well?
If you want to.
Inside Old Chico.
18?
25.
Fucking hell.
25.
25.
Oh, you rolled a 19, so.
You roll real high. Yeah.
I got high wisdom and proficiency in insights. So
My inside's 7. My roll was shit.
What you what you can take from this is that she has no idea how many rat people there are. It's not that so much that it makes her nervous, but it kind of makes her uncomfortable. She doesn't know how many there are, or where they are. But
Does this raid thief, would he sort of blend in to the other rat people, or is he noticeable at all?
I'm sure he'd probably blend in. Is there any like warrens around where they all somewhere? Maybe underground. Who knows? I'm guessing they're underground because they're rats.
Some
I mean,
live
they're rats, not
underground.
kobolds.
Some live underground in the sewer. Some have homes and houses in the different districts. They are
Have you
citizens of the
Observe.
city.
interesting. Have you noticed any strange wee mark on any of the doors where they visit or are? Or on the walls? Any
What
chance?
specifically are you looking for there, James? Are you looking for you're full size? Like we're
Something
talking like same size as like a dwarf. Like so. What are you asking me here?
Nah. Something like, how, like,
Like-
if there was like a guild of
Right,
thieves,
okay.
they would have this symbol, right?
She looks at you and she's like, there are marks throughout the city. As for the guild, I have no knowledge of any guild within the city. These perhaps mark the homes, but this was stolen from me. There are other treasures, though.
Lee, see
Yo.
with my 25, can I check to see if she has any ulterior motive? anything she's
With a
hiding?
25, she's definitely hiding stuff from you.
Hmm.
It's things she doesn't want you to know. I'll say that when you mentioned Thieves Guild, only because this is a 25, you did notice like a kind of like a muscle in the mouth twitch. But she very, very quickly kind of forced it down, and it's only because you had a 25 for that one that you noticed that, yeah. She knows more about thieves in the city than she's letting on.
Damn it.
I'm going to ask if there's any sort of bars or any inns I can frequent, and I'm saying that in thief can't.
Okay. She looks at you from one. I do not understand the question.
Ah, fair enough. I'm just testing you there.
There
Basically,
was a question?
yes, it was.
Oh,
Just to clarify,
It's
it
not a
took
good
him
idea
a
to
full 2 minutes to say it, and it was all very much like
Yeah.
the walls in this place are red as opposed to brown. I like to keep a cup in the window in the dawn moonlight. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No, no,
cabbage?
no. I'll have you know this out sound.
In fucking Richard's world, that's how it sounds. I'm not having that bullshit.
I was watching it and thinking, please stop, please stop.
How funny.
I will admit it was
Yeah,
funny, but like
Warren,
I'm not.
perhaps,
Makes no sense. Yeah.
Warren, perhaps let me and Odessa do the talking. Because for now you're making her uncomfortable, and it's sexual harassment, you know.
Wait a minute, what? Okay, so anyway,
What?
so what she's going to offer you guys, so we can kind of move on from here, is I will be willing to pay you 500 gold for the return of
Each?
my item. No, between you, I am
I'm.
not so rich.
I mean, that's fair.
What is your item you're looking for?
Um,
Or did I miss that?
no, you didn't miss it, mate. No, I've not.
No,
I've
we
not-
don't know what it is. We don't know what
we
it
don't
is.
know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, she will
I'm
describe.
gonna need full description
Yeah, that's what.
of everything.
Let's make sure I get this right, guys. Okay. This is interesting. The item has only recently came into my possession. I scarcely had time to glance at it before Rahid.
I don't really
Still
care
from
about
house.
that. Just tell us what it is.
As I said, I only had time
Yes,
to glance at the item before it was ripped from my hands. It is in a fine wooden box with a sun carved on it and an eye. As I opened the box, I had seen the yellowness
Okay.
of it, and it had a leather cord wrapped around it, as if to be worn around the neck, and then he ripped it from my hands and ran off.
Do you say a sun on the wooden box?
The box itself had a sun on it, although
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it would be wiser to find the man Rahid, as he has probably discarded the container since then.
And you said it was a yellow what?
It is a yellow orb.
Orb.
Right.
Rachel's trying to catch up.
I ask what would be the value of this, and would they try and sell it?
Does it look like this? No.
It is more
I
like
can't
an
say shit.
eye, like a tiger's eye, and as I said, with a cord around it.
Oh.
And what is the value of this item, and do you think they would try and sell it on for money?
It's obviously valuable.
It is of great value to me.
We're not gonna sell it. Don't worry. Oh, is it a family heirloom?
No, it is
Actually,
an
wait.
item I
That
have
makes no
purchased
sense
with
because you've never
purpose.
seen it before.
The reason why I'm asking because I have a wee plan that could make work. I mean, if they have it, I could be seem like I was interested in buying it back and then try to take it from them.
If you decide this is the best course of action, then feel free. But you are unknown in this city. I imagine he will try and sell it to a fence or perhaps to a buyer who arranged this already. He seemed to know it was coming to me and took it from me.
It's interesting. Would you know anybody who might have not liked you or wanted some ill for you to try and compromise you in any way?
The city is full of people looking to make money and bring others down. There is dozens, if not more, who would gladly see me fail. But there's no one, if not many, who knew that I was purchasing this item.
Do you have any enemies?
Many.
That's basically what I was asking, and I
It's like,
more
I just said to him, loads.
yeah.
Insight
Sorry, I
check.
mustn't have been paying attention correctly.
That's alright.
Insight check.
Insight
Can I
check,
make
give me an insight check, mate.
Can I make an insight check to see if she actually has seen the item?
You can
Properly,
do
or
all the
she's
things,
tried
mate,
it.
yeah?
Okay. 20.
She is hard to read. What you're getting from her, she's definitely not giving you the full story. She's definitely telling you the truth about having many enemies. And what you see is that she did not get a good look at the item. It was taken from her before she had a chance to inspect it. Now this happened.
Does she look like she's got a ton of money? Maybe not a ton, but a little bit.
You
like,
can give me a perception check of her.
Um, perception. 15?
Her clothes look decently
No, no.
expensive. There's silk robes.
Okay.
She's got like, there's adornment to her. There's like a little kind of little earrings. There's some chains that look like they have some value to them. Even
So
her
she
shoes
probably
look kind
could
of
afford
expensive.
500 each.
500 each. She has said 500 for you, but are you trying to get more out of her, or
Yeah.
okay?
And I also want to know if she could afford like a fancy item as well.
Based on her appearance, she's dressed well. I mean, you don't know how much
okay.
these things would cost, but you know silk is an expensive material, and she's got like an outfit made of it, and then she's got a completely different scarf on, and like she's got various adornment and like bracelets and things that again look like they cost money. So I mean,
Okay.
she's definitely got
Can't
enough
they
money
just-
to dress super fancy.
But
So
even
here's
then-
my thoughts. You know, it's obvious you're hiding something from us. Don't know why, since, you know, be easier to tell us if you want us to get your thing back. But anyway, you know, since you've been paying, I think maybe you should just give us more money because it's obviously going to take more time and effort.
Odessa.
And I mean, you've got the money, please.
Odessa,
I will
this
give
is
you
not a good
1,000 gold if you just leave now and look for this man.
1,250.
Persuasion check, disadvantage.
idea. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
On that point, I'm going
okay. What did you say again?
It says
Disadvantage,
persuasion check,
persuasion.
disadvantage.
Persuasion. 16.
Jesus.
I rolled a 19 and a 13.
She looks at you for a moment. 1,100, final offer.
Deal.
Okay.
Good luck. I was going to say we'll take that.
Okay, she puts her hand into a purse. 50 to get you started.
Okay. What about?
well.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Just.
That's good. A little bit of a
Odessa.
deposit so we can go and go get.
I just put my mouth over Odessa's like, shh, no more, no more.
No, she doesn't say anything. It was a joke.
Okay. Now.
Like, imagine if she was actually about to say that. I just shut her. I'm like, oh, that's enough.
Shut up! Okay, so here's what's going to happen, right? She's given you direction to the Perfume District. Now, this game has a fun mechanic we're going to use to give you all a chance to do something fun. Or not, I don't know what you guys are up to.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Then I kick a dwarf.
Well, wait, we're going to get to that, don't you worry. That is literally where we're going. So
What
this
to kick a
has got a social
not?
interaction part we're going to do. And based on this depends what's going to happen next. So,
Cool.
you go into the Perfume District. Logan, how would you go about finding a small rat-like man with bad teeth called Rahid? Now you can use any skill you want within your skill
Oh.
checks.
Oh, can I speak to animals? That's a thing, isn't it? Because he's a fucking rat. Hold on.
He's a
where is
rat
it?
man, a humanoid
Yeah,
creature
some
with
sort of
rat-like
language.
features.
Why
Right?
not?
You
It's
just-
a lamb do it, lamb fail.
He can feel and do. I'm telling you, he can definitely do it. I'm just making him aware that if he walks up to
No,
a rat
but
person,
what-
it's like, I speak with animals. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Because
Hang
they're
on,
just people.
Maybe. Hang on, maybe he can look around, seeing like if there's like any actual rats or any actual cats.
Right, guys, let's just go with this. This is Logan's choice. Logan,
No,
what are you doing?
no. I change it.
Okay.
I'll also remind you, animals dumb. But anyway, continue.
True.
Does he have a certain scent? First off.
You are going into the perfume district. Are you sure that's a question you want to ask me?
Well, if
Right,
it has a certain smell, it might be distinguishable.
I mean,
And it
see
might
if
still
he's a
be
rat, he's a
indistinguishable from the
rat.
thousands upon thousands of things in the perfume district. But if you want to try it,
True.
Nah, true. If I was an ugly bastard, where would I go? I don't know, man.
Wow.
right, I'll
I
come
love
back
it.
to Logan. I'll give you a chance to think about it, okay? Mary, you've not said it for a while. How would Toby go about finding a person? Now, I will point out, I don't know if he's picked up on it because we were saying quite a lot at the time. Mistress Henna did say that he had lots of friends in the district.
Well, probably inquire subtly about the person.
Okay, so
And
you're a
seeing as
bard,
they're
aren't you?
a thief,
Mhm.
yeah. Seeing as they're a thief, maybe act as if, there's a thing that I can't get, and maybe a thief could get it.
Okay, so where would you go to Where would you go to inquire about such things?
Oh,
So let's say you've walked into the perfume district. You're like, okay, let's try and find this guy. Where would you try and get that information from somebody?
see, it's a classic, but I wouldn't say tavern.
Maybe
The
that's
equivalent.
perfect. There's no wrong answers, guys. Whatever you do, I'll probably let it happen. Right, so cool. You walk in, and you do indeed see a tavern. What you notice is it's actually got some kind of large, kind of rods with like a glowing, like blue, kind of crystally type things around them, and they're kind of giving off this wave. As you walk towards it, you suddenly walk out the fog of perfume, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, I can breathe again. And the tavern itself is called the Summer Breeze. It's like, oh thank fuck, I can breathe. So yeah, you walk in, and there is lots of patrons. You see some tabaxi, you see a couple of rat folk, you see kind of various other nationalities there. And behind the bar is, of course, a large hulking half-orc man. And he's just polishing some glasses, and you see him telling some of the serving people to kind of go and serve tables and taking drinks and stuff. Who would you like to approach? You can even just say, I approach a rando, and I will give you a rando approach.
I don't know if there's a band, I'd probably approach them, because being a bard, they'd probably be in with that sort of people.
Sounds good to me. So you go up and they're playing a set. There's a kobold, there's a half elf woman, there's two goblins, and they're just playing kind of like local music and whatever music they would play. I forget they've got like this. Is it the sitar? That's what the kind of shit they play, isn't it? So yeah, they've got some guys on drums and stuff. And after about 5 or 10 minutes, they kind of come to the end of the set, and they kind of motion over the barman, and he sends over some drinks. and I'll say the half elf kind of sits down, kind of takes a look at you. It's like, bad?
You know it.
Hey, you looking for work?
Yeah, work. Also, other things.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Nobody comes to the Tabaxi City on a whim. We're always looking for things like treasure and the next great invention or the next great craze that we can take from here or bring here. That was my plan anyway, 10 years ago. But you know, any minute now, fingers crossed. Anyway, my name's Sebastian. Who are you?
Oh, pleased to meet you, Seb.
Sticks out his hand,
Chippy.
the bird handshake.
Big hairy.
Just envelops his little kind of elf hand. It's like, Tubi. Yeah, so, have you got someplace to stay? You're just trying to get a gig? What are you looking for?
You know, I do have a place to stay right now, but I'm looking for some work, and also I have a friend who has an item that they're unwilling to let me borrow.
Oh,
So
one of those friends, is it?
exactly, you know the type.
Well, we get all sorts in here. One bar to another. What are you looking for?
Well, like I say, I just want to borrow it. So perhaps
He
someone
smiles and kind of winks when you say to borrow it. Yeah.
who's good at borrowing without person's permission.
Oh, yeah, we've all done that. As you're doing that, he starts rubbing a ring that's on his fingers. Yeah, I like to borrow things. I'll give it back one day, if I see them, and they remember. And they can catch me.
Is there a way of contacting an individual who might be able to help with this in the state?
Well, it depends what...
I've heard good things about a certain individual, but I don't know how to contact them.
Well, it depends who you're looking for. Is it... Might be easy just to give me a description or tell me, and maybe I can point you in the right direction.
They have a certain rodentness to them.
Clancy's over. There's a couple of rat folk in the inn. Yeah, I've worked with some of them. Some of them are good folk. Got a name?
I don't know. Do I have a name? I
Rahid.
forgot what his name was.
His name
It's
is Rahid.
That was the one. That was the one.
You could have just told me you forgot the name, but it's okay.
Rahid. That suddenly sprung into my mind from somewhere.
As you say Rahid, he goes, oh, fuck. Would he owe you money?
Oh, sorry, what did you say? I didn't
What
catch
does he owe you money? Because if he does, there's a long queue. And he looks at you, and he looks at a couple of folk in the bar, like, and you might not be the one he's the most scared to pay. What did you do? Bad business deal?
Not exactly, but I do need to have a word. And seeing as he's scared of some other folk, perhaps it would be better having a word with me than anyone else.
Well, I suppose you don't look like the usual debt collectors that we get in here. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not seen him. But there's a few people that are looking for him. I'll tell you that.
Oh. Should I know about them? Are they to be avoided?
Well, you could avoid them. You could maybe go to them and say you'll help them find him. They might have a little more information on where he is.
Do they have him? How many pieces is he in?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a... And kind of leans in closer and whispers a bit. There's a local guy. One of them lone fish. Wait, no. Lone whales? Fuck. Money sharks?
Oh yeah, lone whales, yes.
Yes,
yes,
lone
I've heard
whale.
them.
Yeah. Human
Moral
tail.
whales.
Burrow whales, yeah. That's the ones. He's called... You better want to write this down, guys. Nassur.
Jeez.
Nassoor. Nassur. L-Rabat. I'll do it again.
You realise in my head this is going to be an actual whale person now.
Maybe. he owes him a lot of money. It's no secret. He's from what I understand, is this Rahid has been doing a lot of his work in the Behavium district, but he's had to kind of freelance a bit because he's pissed off too many people and not came through. It's a shame. I think he was a good thief once, but he's getting desperate. But yeah, maybe go and speak to Nasur. He'll help you out, or not. Depends if you're that silver tongue of yours can be put to good use. He says, assuming you're good at persuasion because you're a bard.
Oh, thank you. Also, one more thing. Where can I get one of those instruments?
Oh, this! Bing, 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 bing. I got it off a local boy. He made it special for me because I'm a bit of a different shape than the usual people here. And for one with arms like yours, and of course you've got those weird long arms, that the gangly thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah, big long.
Yeah, big long. I like that term. Yeah, they're big long arms. Yeah, which actually makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And he gives you the name, which I will make up later. He can help you out.
Junior.
Yeah. He's called. Yeah.
So it happens. You can just get them both done at the same time.
Yeah. So if you speak to him, he'll get you one of these. They're not cheap though, I'll tell you that. Anyway, do you want to play a set with us? We'll do an easy one.
Of course. I just mean completely ignore the rest of it.
Oh no, the rest of you aren't here. You guys have all split up and you're going to meet back
we've
later.
all split up, right? Okay,
Yes.
I'll do a set then. Right.
Okay, Manny, give me a performance check at advantage because you're playing with a band.
God. Performance. Come on. Performance. Where the hell are you? There you are. 16?
16? Yeah. Passable. There's not wrong with 16.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Not bad.
What happens is they play a song and at first you think, oh, I know this one. But then there's like a couple of like choruses that they've added in or changed up, so a couple of missed notes, but you soon get back into it. You know, the crowd seem as interesting as a daytime crowd in a pub with an alright band seem. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's fine. At the end of it, he kind of laughs and slaps you in the back. He says, buy yourself a nice drink, and he gives you, let's just say, 5 gold. And come back once you've got the sitar and we'll do another set. And with that, they kind of go back to background characters. And you now have the information that Nasur El Rabat is a money shuttle, what was described on a loan whale. But you realise as you walk out the bar, he didn't tell you where Nasur El Rabat works out of. And with that, we will, as you're heading back to your friends, you're like, fuck, wait, I've got a name, but don't know where to go. Now we will come to Logan, who I'm sure has thought of a plan while he had all that time there.
Yeah, so I want to go in the street and I want to throw like a rat lookalike contest, but your name needs to start with R. There you go, you're welcome.
Okay, so you quickly set up a sign that says rat lookalike contest. Is there a prize involved in this?
10 gold.
10 gold, okay. So first I'll give me a persuasion check in the middle of the square to get rats to see who looks the most rat-like.
But can he spell it though?
Who knows? Crit.
Holy
Brilliant.
shit.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. So, did you tell the criteria? It was like, I'm looking for a rat with rotten teeth and crazy hair. And you...
Aye, pretty much.
Okay. And their names have got to start with R.
Aye.
Okay. I will say that 15 rat people take the time out of their day to come over to you. What I will say is that to your untrained eye, having never met rat people before, these rat folk kind of don't look that different. Like, they've got different... I'll show you what a rat person looks like. I think I can show you this. Right, you guys see that? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, look cooler than I thought in my head.
Oh no, more cuties.
I thought they would look like that man thing at Harry Potter.
Nope.
Yeah,
They are
kinda
rat
cute.
people. Again, as mentioned, rat people. Now, there you go.
Oh, it's cute but mean at the same time.
So what's that need to be put down? Me like.
You look like you need to be put down. You take that back. Poor rattle.
Aw, not the rat people. They're so cute.
Well,
Like little kobold cute. Ugly cute.
Leah, they're like small.
they are small, but not like tiny. They are just small.
They're not small. They're like 5'3".
So
No, small
about
now.
my
No.
size
then.
ish.
So
Uh,
my height
Sounds
then.
actually it's a bit taller than me.
Right, guys.
Wait, you
The
call
rat
me a
folk
rat,
range
man?
in height from like
You just
3
call
foot
me a
2
rat.
to
I
like
said
4
the
foot
rat
6.
people aren't small.
Yeah. They range from about 3'3" to like 4'7". They're pretty small, but like their bodies are kind of like
Same
shaped
size as a
differently. They
gnome.
kind of like
Gotcha.
bend over and that, and you feel like if they did kind of like somehow manage to like change their posture and stand up, they would be considerably taller. But their bodies are kind of like hunched and curved and that. As weird as
Yeah.
you look to they look to us. Dude, look at these fucking weird straight backed fuckers. Like, what's going on? Their legs don't even bend in like the correct way. It's fucking bonkers. But anyway, yeah, a bunch of them come over to you, clambering. Some young, some old. Several of them fit the description. But what is it you say to them, Logan?
I say, I go one by one and say, yeah, what's your name?
They all give you a variant of an R name. Shockingly, one offered 10 gold for being called looking like a rat. 10 gold's not a small amount of money. That's like a week's wage to a lot of people.
For
So-
birth
That's all right.
certificate.
So they're like, my name's, and they just all say R words. I'm going to give you some examples. One's called Ramina. One's called Rugon. One's called Rankim. One's called Restafrit. One's called Rarimimura, which you're pretty sure they just made up on the spot. One's called Radget. One's called Ramud. And you're like, they're all just after a few, you're like, they've all just changed the front letter of their name to R.
Is
But
there one called Rashid?
not one of them says Rahid though. But you can ask if you want.
Well, I feel like if I asked, I've got to just say, "Aye, my name is Rahid."
Well, you could maybe think of saying it a different way. You could maybe pick a winner,
I'll say it a
give
different
them
way.
10 gold, and they're like, how do you know Rahid? You can also use your other skills if you want to, like, threaten, cajole, use your persuasion.
Do I know any other detail about Rahid?
You had a fairly extensive description of them. What you'd say is that after inspecting a lot of these guys, that they don't exactly fit. They've got, the ones that kind of fit in one way. Maybe the ears seem smaller than the description. The teeth aren't rotten. None of them seem desperate. A lot of these just seem like working folk that have just taken 10 minutes out of their day to see if they can win 10 gold off some weirdo in the middle of the square.
Okay, I pick one out and I say, "You have one. You have to go collect your gold pieces from Rahid,
Ooh, that's a good idea. Give
then
me
we'll-
a persuasion
and then we
check.
follow him
Well, before we go any further, give me a persuasion check.
if it works.
It worked, did you just say?
No, if it works.
If it works, yeah.
Persuasion.
Damn.
A 19, okay.
Oh.
You're going to get something, Logan.
You're
I
on a
love
roll.
my one here.
As you say Rahid, he spits. Rahid! That thieving bastard! He wouldn't give us a pet. Why? He fucking owes money everywhere. He won't give me a penny. Why are you even doing this for him? Fucking Rahid! The only person he ever gives money to is Akraf!
He's turned over on the leaf.
I'll believe it when he see it. He owes
Let them
everybody
go see
money.
him then.
I don't know where he is. He walks out. Now, I did give you information there, Logan, and you kind of glossed over it.
I've written it down, don't worry.
What do you mean?
The only person he
Akraf,
gives
the
money
guy that he
to
gives money
is
to.
Akraf.
Yeah,
Right.
I've got it, don't worry.
Well, you're welcome, guys.
Nobody knows that
Oh,
apart
man.
from Logan, right? So, and I'm
I
pretty.
say that to them.
Okay. You've
Logan,
done that
ask
there?
where he lives.
Well, where does he live? There you go.
He's a beggar. Look for a human beggar. I don't know. There's fucking loads of them. It stomps off.
No, I meant that Aircraft guy.
That's
Ask
it.
where he
Aye, that's what I mean.
That's who he was referring to.
Was
He's a
that
human beggar and he doesn't know where he stays.
beg
So he
it.
goes looking for him. It's up to you.
Right.
And stomps off.
Oh,
So we
wasting
can do
that
the
time.
exact same thing I just done there, but for humans.
Nope, that is your bit. You got to do one thing
Oh.
that took the same amount of time as
Very
everybody else's
complicated.
thing, and they have you. You're now going back to the agreed meeting point. James, what would you do?
Hi. I'd be going about looking for any seedy sort of tavern.
Okay, so I'll
So
say
I
that Mary
can
move into the
travel
gentle
far.
breeze or the summer breeze.
Yeah.
Just quick. You're like, she's got that. So you kind of go a bit further, and you kind of start going towards like the kind of alleyways and the kind of darker bits, and the bits
Yeah.
that don't seem as kind of populated. And you find one called the Broken Bottle.
Right.
And you walk
I
in,
went
and
to
it's
that.
sparse. There's a couple of tabaxi, like scratches across the face, eye patches, wooden legs. Outside, there's just
Right, that-
lounging some like really kind of strangely large, muscular tabaxi. But they don't stop you. They just eyeball you kind of intensely.
Yeah.
Just as you walk up, one kind of spits in the floor in front of you. Because not the place for
I
you,
just
mate.
look up. I look up to him, so I put my hood down a bit and go, in the thief can't say, I apologise for spilling the wrong place.
Oh, he nods at that and smiles. Says back to the thieves' cat. In you go.
Okay. I give him a wee gold coin for it.
Just disappears.
Yeah. I go to the bar.
You're kind of overpaying these guys by giving them a gold coin.
You've also just shown that you have gold coins to spare. Interesting tactic, walking into a thieves' pub, but okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You go in, there's like booths, and it's just people with hoods up over their faces, kind of talking
Yeah.
quietly. As you walk in, it's very much one of those scenes where everybody turns around, looks at you, about 20 seconds, and then just turns back. One person gets up, walks out the back. Well, starts to walk out the back. Should I say they'll just teleport, like, you're there, and as soon as they see you, they'll look at you and walk out.
I take a note. Do I see what you look like?
All you see is it's a taller person, dark cloak. They've you can see some of the kind of clothing, but the hood is specifically pulled over the face. You do see the bottom of a tabaxi jaw. And obviously when the
Right.
there's a tail flapping about because it's tabaxi,
Okay. I obviously was if I know you couldn't see the tail, see a rat tail, so I'm just gonna walk up and just sort of and thief can't. I'm just going to relay the information. I'll say that I'm looking to procure an item. I'm going to give them the item that
The description.
they would describe. Yeah, as I understand that Rahid has this item.
Okay. So again, you say a bunch of weird
I see what-
gibberish. The word
Yeah.
Rahid's in there in the middle. And you're saying this to the barman. It's like a one-eared tabaxi, gold hoop in the other. Several of the teeth are gold. He's got like just a kind of leather thong around his neck with like a kind of like a dull stone hanging off it, leather armor. He's just kind of polishing a kind of glass, just a kind of pint glass thing. He says back to you that one's just been purchased by Henna.
Henna.
Lady, well, in that case, it was
Okay.
Lady Henna. You missed the sale.
Oh, just been purchased. When was it purchased?
He looks at you. It's about 30 seconds pass. Looks at you
Oh.
again. And he says to you, Thieves can't. A lot of questions. Who are you?
I was just really. I'm Warren. I'm from Neverwinter. I came travels and I've been looking. Heard in my travels about this item. Thought I'd be interested in it. And that's why I was wondering.
Looks at
And
you.
sort of glanced like who was the person that went out in a hurry? Or am I asking too many questions again?
Looks at you. Again,
I
waits till it's again an uncomfortable length of time.
They had
Shrugs.
a slide two gold coins towards them, really subtly.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Sleight of hand. No.
That one.
Uh,
No.
You go.
There you go.
This is only because it's in that one,
Scrabble!
James. I wouldn't have done this otherwise, right? You go to take it out, and you go, but for some reason, like your reflexes kick in, and you do that, and it just like flies straight through the glass that he's holding, smashing the glass, and he's like looks up at you, it's like, the fuck. Like,
sorry about that.
it's like, I mean,
I
he's
apologise
a
for that.
cross between impressed and kind of intimidated, but also not really know why you've done it. So it's like, but you did notice when you done it, you glance round, and there's now several faces, which you can see clearly tabaxi faces. There's a human at the back, and then there's like well, some an elf, and you see like a kind of halfling and that, all kind of looking up at you kind of confusedly. And then after they go back to the conversations.
Sorry guys. Drinks. One drink of me to the whole bar. I give a whole,
One drink for the whole bar.
yeah, 100 gold and say, will that do?
Oh, fuck,
I
James,
don't
Jesus,
want to
right,
call
okay.
that.
You, before we go any
Don't call
further,
this
are you sure you want to do that? You want to pull out a pouch
sure
of
you want
100
it,
gold
Django?
and go, drinks for her and me, in the thief bar, yeah?
DM says, are you sure that means you
Yeah,
say
I know.
no?
As soon as you put them down,
I go,
they disappear.
like, I go, okay, sorry about your glass. I was just curious about the guy ran off. Just
Right, okay.
never seen that happen before. That's all.
He looks at you and says, you've never seen a man go to report the appearance of an unusual foreigner with pockets full of gold. You know that thieves' gold runs on information. And what we know now is there is a man who's dangerous with a coin, but has lots of it in his pockets. The only reason you're still standing is because you speak the cant. Cant.
Can't. Can't.
Just as I said it, I read it, I thought I was going to say the cant, and I was like, that's just a funny way of saying things. You can't.
Yeah.
So
Can't.
anyway, so for the
I'm sure
donation,
well.
tell me why you're really here, and we'll let you walk out.
Can I insight that?
Yes, yes, you can.
I'll let you say that so that I can either.
Know whether or not you're pulling your
Really?
sword or not, and then fighting 12 people.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
I've looked at
Insight should be under your skills.
13.
13.
It's hard to read, mate. I mean, this is a practice kind. These guys are hard to flap unless you come in and like do something that, unless you come in mob-handed or you've proven yourself to be very powerful, you won't flush to these guys. All you can tell is that hard to read.
Oh.
Who are you after? What are you after? What is this item? And I bought a bauble, a trinket, whatever it was, for money. Not long ago. Has it been taken?
Yes, it's been taken by someone
Who?
who would like it back. Just a friend. I don't know names.
You do know the
Never
Rahid's
asked for
name.
name. Oh, Rahid, yeah. I guess say Rahid, I'm like, yeah.
I don't know why you guys are so cagey with giving the information about the guy that stole stuff that you're looking for.
No,
Like-
I thought you meant the guy that wants it back.
No, well, yeah,
No,
you
I
do
know
know.
there's
That's it's Henna that wants it back. Anyway,
Thinking-
as soon as you
why
say
would-
Rahid, he laughs.
Because I'm thinking, why would out of character, why would the Henna want us to get something that she's already bought back? Or is that the two different people?
Well, from what you understand is that she has bought this item, received it, and then it's
Yeah.
been stolen from her immediately. That's the
Right.
information you have. So it's not her that's trying to buy it from Rahid. It's him. She bought it and it got nicked, and it sounds like it got nicked almost immediately.
Alright. So somebody nicked it off Raheem then?
No. Henna bought
I
it.
think I
and
think
then
you misunderstood my question then, because I asked somebody who I asked if I was asking if I was looking to buy the item
no, but what
that
I'm
I know
saying
that
is
he has.
what they're taking from the question, James, is that they had it, they sold it to her. They don't know about a new buyer.
Alright.
They don't know why. They didn't even know that he'd had it until you've just said. As far as they knew, it was sold to her, and now you're asking about the thing that she owns. They don't even know it's nicked because it's, as far as you can tell, it has only been nicked within the last few hours. But if the Thieves Guild don't know about it, take from that what you will. But as soon as you say Rahid, his face kind of like it not so much softens, but like the kind of like the steely visage goes off it, like the kind of the business face goes off, and he's like, Rahid. Yeah. He's probably stealing to try and pay off his debts. He owes money all over the district. But if he's foolish enough to steal from Henna, and she's hiring, looks up and down, professionals, then his end will come quickly. Do you know where he is?
I was hoping you'd know where he is.
Let me think. Yeah. What the money you've gave me. Let me think. And he is now he looks through the information he has in front of him. Well, he has a quick think. He owes money to Nasor El Rabat. He works over in the Spice Street, large building. His name is on a plaque on the door. It is a front. He actually gives people small loans. He's a loan whale. Go speak to him. He can perhaps help you.
And
I'll
know
give
he
you one
knows where he
further
is.
piece of information. Be honest with him. Do not say you're looking for your friend.
Thanks for your advice. I'll take that.
Good luck. Oh,
I
one more free piece of advice. Keep your purse closed and don't flash so much money.
pay that in. I appreciate that.
Okay.
And
As you
I'll-
go out, every single person watches you walk out like they're studying you.
There you go. Drinks on me and I throw a hundred I don't do that. I don't do that.
Thunderwave!
Yeah. I don't do
Every
that.
time he leaves a room, he does it.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry me, it's a walk out, and then I sort of give the bouncer a nod, and then
Bowser just kind of like, yeah, tips. Thank you for the drink.
Mhm.
James, give me, you walk 20, 30, 40, 50 feet away, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Right, okay. Perception.
13. Everything is fine. Nobody at all is following you. You don't recognise any of these faces whatsoever.
Yeah. Walk out, I put my hood up, and I just go, yeah.
I'll actually give you something. See for the 13. It's two cats, just two regular cats. Green collars, walking along a wall. And what kind of plays in your mind is, you've seen two cats with green collars just outside the cafe where you met Henna. Exact same fur patterns, exact same collars. That's weird.
Interesting.
Callum, your friends all split up. You see Cronin setting up an impromptu kind of a rat lookalike contest in the middle of the square. You see your friend, one of your friends, Tubi, goes off into a kind of a bar. You see James's character Warren just wander off and streak down some alleyways. What would you do?
Let's say let's say I find something that's broken. Someone who's quite stressed out about it. Like maybe like a kid with a toy or something that's broken. Or...
I'll tell you what. Like, give me a perception check. So you start just kind of walking. You
Okay.
keep to the more populated areas, and you're looking for somebody that's struggling with something.
9.
9.
Shit.
Okay.
9.
9. No kids with broken toys. What you do notice from your perception check, not a massive amount of kids in here. This seems to be like a working person's district, not like a family district. You do on occasion see like some smaller kind of people like going around doing something, but with a 9 you're not sure that's kids or just like little folk. After about 20 minutes, so you do come across, you hear somebody swearing loudly from down an alleyway, and you look down and it's an older tabaxi, kind of stooped back, not just like the regular grey fur, but greying fur, missing a few teeth, kind of like bones are a bit kind of crooked and arthritic. Just doesn't look as healthy as some of the tabaxi you see, and he's struggling. He's got his cart up on blocks, and the wheel, he's just trying to force the wheel on.
Hello, good sir. Are you having trouble?
Huh?
Are you having trouble, sir? Perhaps I can help.
Huh? What? He waves you closer.
It's a trap.
Insight check.
Please give me an insight check.
16.
This dude is hard of hearing because he's old as fuck.
Fair enough. Like nothing else.
What you want?
Would you like some help? Perhaps I could mend the wheel for you.
Have you moved closer at this point?
You're making me paranoid here, Lee. Fine, I'll move closer.
How close?
I know how
To within
the
5
guy
feet?
feel.
Fine, let's just say I go 5 feet, like...
Okay, cool. So you get right up to him, and he kind of looks at you, missing an eye, just like kind of like sewn shut socket. And when you look at his ears, they're kind of like red and like kind of swollen, almost like this kind of infection going on in them. He goes,
Oh,
"Fuck are you?"
well, my name is
Colony.
Artemis.
Artemis. Alright.
Would you like me to fix that wheel for you? Perhaps I could offer you assistance.
Fucking fuck, no one would ever ask. Yeah. He kind of like he hobbles to the side. Going in.
Right, so I'll cast. I'll put the wheel again thing, and I'll cast mending.
Okay, now what I tell you, the wind you do mending. The wheel is not broken. I will say that it cleans the kind of the area that connects to each other. This will be a strength or athletics check to get it on.
Jesus. So it's athletics.
Go for it.
Okay. It's a 2, not the 1. What's with all these shit rolls?
You kind of you lift it, and your metallic body. You do have a level of strength about you, and you lift it and you trigger it on, and then you put the connection pin. It's like a square, but you put it on the wrong way, and you push it, and you knock it off of the blocks that he's put it up on to get these to get it back on, knocking the full thing down, cracking the axle completely. You take a step back in surprise, and you drop the wheel, and it slams down on the old man's foot, and
No.
he takes
He dead.
1 damage. You hear a crunch as it hits his foot, and you kind of like he goes to scream, but like again, old as fuck, just coughing kind of comes out like he's doing a hairball, collapses to the ground, grabbing his foot.
I certainly apologize. I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, so you grab him and you cast Cure Wounds. The healing light
First
comes out of your
level.
hands into his the foot kind of cracks back into place. You also notice the infection in his ears calms right down, and he goes. There's a lot for him to process in this moment. What the? You know how long that took me to get up?
My good sir, I do apologize.
Well,
Perhaps I could I'll cast a mending on whatever I broke.
So yeah, you managed to force it out, and you managed to put all the axle back. Right, we're gonna have to get this back up. And now he's going to help you, even though he's old. I will give you an advantage to do a strength check to get this back onto the blocks where it needs to be.
So I get advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's athletics, yeah?
Yeah, athletics at advantage.
Okay. 16.
Jesus, that was a 2 and a 16. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. So the 16. With the 16, this time you kind of you position it right. What you'd realise had happened is he'd actually kind of put the blocks on and he hadn't had them straight, and that's why it fell down and collapsed so easily. But you managed to build the structure properly, you get it all back up, and this time, pay more attention, you get the wheel back on, you screw it on and you fix it. And he kind of looks at you and like shakes it, and he kind of like wipes the dust off his hands and grease down his trousers. Alright. We got there in the end, thank you.
So,
Name's...
what is your name?
Oh, name's Tress.
Nice to meet you, Tress. I hold out my hand.
He looks at you and kind of like he takes it with kind of gnarled old fingers. And he kind of like weakly shakes your arm. Yeah, I don't met many robot men. Where are you from?
I am actually from the Temple of Tyr in another country. Which I totally remember.
That's all right. I totally remember where I'm from as well.
I actually don't remember where I'm from before that.
Oh shit! As you say that, like it goes into like a flashback sequence, and we go back in time. We're not doing that this week. Right. So, right. I'm sure there's a story there, but is there something you want from me? Because I need to get these barrels down to the next street, a few streets away. They need this precious ambergris.
Allow me to assist you.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna help him onto the steering area,
Yeah,
the seat.
of course.
Are you getting up with him?
I'll just walk alongside of him.
Okay. So yeah, he's get up. We go down the back. There's an area. He turns around and he starts driving up. It is fairly quick. He's like, just get up with me. It's not far.
Okay.
So yeah, you're riding along now. So, are you looking for a job?
I'm actually looking for someone.
Who are you looking for?
I am looking for, the guy I totally remember the name of.
Nobody's wrote down Rahid. Okay, cool. So Rahid. Rahid. Oh, you're not friends with him, are you?
Fortunately not. We're just here for a job.
Oh, good. He's a prick. I ain't seen him. He scammed me a couple of weeks ago. Gave me these, and he pulls out like a handful of. He pulls out a handful of something shiny. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Please no more shit rolls.
11. Okay.
11.
They kind of look like coins. And then he hands them to you, and you realise that there's not much weight to it at all. Like a gold coin has some heft and some weight and some density to it. These don't. Yeah, he's been passing these everywhere. Sneaky place. Yeah, he had some level enchantment on it, and it made him look real. He bought one of these, and he points back to the barrels off me. Back, and he points to them and says, he bought one of them off me, and I thought, oh, brilliant. Gave me twice what it was worth, so I thought I'll go back, give the boss some money, pocket the other bit for myself. And no, hour later, turned into this shit.
He does seem to have an unfavorable reputation in the city.
Yeah, because he's a prick. I should have known better, but I thought maybe he'd had some scam and I was just a cog in the wheel, but no, I was the scam. Tell you, no one else is taking advantage of me like that.
I am a robot of faith, and my God does not take kindly to those who deceive people, especially to those good people like yourselves.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I don't know where he is. He's been smart enough to avoid me. To be fair, not that I would notice him anyway. And he goes, points to his eye, you notice it is kind of cloudy and that's like, yeah, this one's been failing. Soon this will be the best one. And he points to the kind of socket where there's nothing. You know you might speak to though. I think he done the same thing to Akraf.
Akraf.
Yeah.
Do you
He's
know where I might find this Akraf?
yeah. He's in the main square. Well, if he's not there, he'll be over in oh, what's it called? Alchemical. Alchemical way.
Alchemical Way.
Yeah. It's where they make all the shit that goes in the spicy perfumes and all that.
I see.
Yeah. He's down there, probably, by the main square. I think if you go to some of the bigger eateries, he might be raiding the bins round the back, getting something to eat.
Is he a tabaxi or a rat person or something
He's a
else?
human.
Human?
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of them, no furs. Fucking horrible looking things.
Oh. But, I was taught by humans.
No luck. Must have been weird, and he kind of like pokes you in like the metal skin.
Oh, are you feeling my nipples?
Holy
My
shit.
tabaxi friend is...
Yeah,
My tabaxi friend is... My
You go.
tabaxi friend is called myself.
That's a lot of nipples for a... Well, actually, I don't know how many nipples a robot's meant to have. And he like points to his own multiple nipples, I guess. This is getting weird. Right. You got your information. If you need a job, I'm always looking for a second mate. And come back. Especially since I think you fixed my ears.
Well, perhaps you could refer to the Neverwinter Guild. It's here in the city, and they always have mercenaries looking for work. And I just give him one of the cards.
Takes the card. The card, which of course says the different name on it, which would be the which name I totally remember, the Per Bassett Irregulars, because the Neverwinter Irregulars are based in Neverwinter. Oh yeah, the Irregulars. I've heard of them. They don't really do cart work. It's mainly heroing work or adventuring work. But I appreciate it. Maybe one day I'll have need of this. And he puts it in his pocket.
Well, you never know. Perhaps they may be desperate for cart work. That is, depending on the jobs available.
Well, maybe they will put some guards in these things to chase off pricks who try to rob old men of some money.
Don't worry. We will ensure justice is brought to the person.
Yeah, stab fuck out of him. Bastard.
Right. Thank you very much for the information.
Good luck, Metal Man. And with that, he slows it down and lets you jump off.
I just give him a tip of the hat and I just go off my way.
Cool. Right, and that leads us finally to Rashal. How would you go about finding one of these fuckers?
I'm gonna just walk around the streets and try and listen to people's conversations.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Six.
You hear nothing. You do you hear various conversations. A lot of them are in the Tabaxi language, so like I don't speak that language. Every now and again you will hear people speaking common, which is like the language of commerce. They're talking about things like how much barrels of whatever cost, or how much these chemical supplies will cost, or when things will be delivered to it, etc. When things will be shipped, taken to the dock and taken away. You don't hear the name Rahid at any point.
Is there like a local sort of guard station thing?
Absolutely is, yeah. You do see guards walking around, various guards of different shapes and sizes. At one point you see a Minotaur who's partnered up with a Halfling. The majority of them are Tabaxi though. You see a couple of human guards, tan skin, dark eyes, but yeah. Anyone you want to approach?
I'll just approach the both of them and just say, I'm looking for a rat. Goes by the name of Rahid. Seen him?
Yeah, actually. What business have you got with Rahid? You don't look like a guard.
Personal.
I scammed you, did he?
Personal business. You know how it is these days.
Look, you have to be careful with that one. He's got himself mixed up in some nonsense. You better leave that kind of thing to guards. If you got any information, maybe we can go and deal with it for you.
I'd rather speak to him myself, actually.
Well, I mean, you can, but he's a dangerous person. Are you sure you're up to the task? You look like an older person.
I'm more than confident. I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Well, I don't know. Let me think. Have you seen him? See, it sounded his mate. His mate kind of shakes his head. I don't know. I mean, he knows he doesn't. They start talking. They go between themselves. They start naming bars like, no, he can't go in there. He's barred out of there. No, he stole money off that guy there. He can't go back in that one. I think he's barred out of everywhere. You can be in here. When was the last time I seen him? I seen him going out of Nasua's place a couple of days ago. So he must be desperate if he's going in there.
He's in the sewers.
No, Nasua. He's a bloke.
Nassau. Oh.
Yeah, he's a money whale.
Money Whale. I heard about them recently. I'd never heard of them till recently. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
I always thought they were called sharks, but apparently it's a whale, not a shark. Sometimes I get confused between the two. Yeah.
Cultural differences. I'm sure every culture's got a different name for the thing, but look, ultimately he's a moneylender. The likes of you don't want to be going in there.
I'll be okay. I promise. Thanks for your help, though.
I'll tell you where it is, just so you know
you.
not to go there.
That
it gives you the
great.
address. Stay away from that place. I've just told you where it is. And with that,
I will. I promise.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And you're all now held
And then
back to the central location.
Go there.
Well, I'm assuming you're all going to go to the area where you meet up
Oh no, yeah,
first.
we were going to meet up, weren't we? Yeah.
That's cool. Now,
I love it. I'm just like, do you know him? Yes. Where is he?
To be honest, I think 4 of us have the information. I suppose, like, do we really need to do this again? But anyway, it's cool.
Yeah. I was just like, how can I do this little as possible?
I figured, yeah. Now, Rachel, give me a perception check.
Okay, it's using a different dice. Fucking hell. 8.
Yeah, no, if it's cool. You see
I can't roll high tonight.
You see the guards as you're walking out, they're like, remember, stay away from, and they tell you the exact location that you're out to go to. Don't go there.
And I just go like this. Thank you.
So off you go. And with that, guys, we're going to take a very short break just because I need to pee. So I'm going to put the be right back thing up on the thingy.
Okay.
And cool. I'm going to mute the stream. So can someone make sure I've Hello and welcome back. Oh, actually, has anyone been keeping an eye on the stream to see when we've been doing ads? I've not.
Nope. I
Me
saw
either.
a thing saying that there was an ad running at the beginning, but I didn't see the ad, so I don't know.
That's
Never
the
mind.
whole thing.
It's done now anyway. It doesn't really matter, does it? What you have to do?
I think he's already doing that right
Nice,
now.
isn't it? Nah, that's cool. I've actually noticed it's ran a bit better today, but what I've done is I've not actually put any of the stuff on. Like, there's no like maps up or anything. So, although I've noticed,
And we're back.
we're back anyway. Fucking, nobody's watching. Right, whatever. Anyway, hey. So, I will say that this
Another
time
break.
brings you up together. You have all met at the agreed location, which I'll say is just towards the entrance of the perfume district. You have all splurged your the information you've got, unless there's anything you particularly want to tell each other.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to see that guy.
Well, no, let's go somewhere else and just real little thing.
Well, you can do whatever you like, but before any of you do that, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh,
Why?
Let's see if I can actually roll well.
perception.
What
And
the
just
fuck?
shout what you get to me.
11.
12.
Right one.
Which number are we using?
The first one, always the
The
first
one on the left.
20.
Okay. 20. Okay, okay.
17.
100.
100. Okay, cool. Everyone who got above 15. You notice something. First of all, there's a couple of cats that you recognise from near the cafe where you met Lady Henna. As soon as you look at them too long, they scatter in different directions. There's also two. What's that, mate?
Yeah, are they the same ones I saw in the...
They are the
the
exact
feed?
same ones that you saw, yeah. Green colours, same patterns. But as soon as you look at them and you look at them for too long, they go. You also see two tabaxis that you had seen at the cafe. And as soon as you make eye contact, they just disappear down alleyways. They do split up though, they go different directions. But you notice a final thing. And this one
Right.
doesn't run. You see an immensely fat kobold. Now, you didn't think anything of it at the time, but he was sitting across the road from the cafe, outside the building. He was getting refreshments brought to him. There's some kobolds that kept darting away and bringing back things, and he was just smashing it into his face. It just looked like an overweight gnoll. But you see it again, and he's watching you. And as you look at him, he
I'm
waves.
just gonna wave at him.
He
I
waves
dive
back.
bomb him.
You dive bomb at him. So you're.
Aye.
I'm gonna say he's 60 feet away. So if you want to dive bomb, are you sprinting towards him with your full range of movement?
Oh, I'm sprinting him.
Oh wow.
He's
Well,
Naruto
sorry,
running
yeah.
towards it.
Okay. You run towards him. You get right up to him, and he goes, "Hello."
I dive attack him.
You want to? So you want to like actually tackle him? Okay, give me an athletics check.
Aye.
I'm gonna slowly walk. Not slowly. I'm gonna walk up to them. I ain't running.
You- The lone whale.
21, baby!
That's real high.
21.
Shit, how are you rolling so well?
I'm switching to my
Because
best
I'm
weapons.
good.
Yeah, he. Yep, you tackle his ass. He is going to roll. Yep, he fucking. Yep,
His
you should
fat ass.
You've got him. You've got him like in a headlock. You've got the arm. But you've got whatever you want to do to him right now. You can do to him.
Okay, how many guards appear?
As you do that though, the kobolds that I mentioned that were standing nearby to him, or would have got a chance, they all pull out daggers. You go,
I'm killing them all.
and they run towards
I
you.
will
Alright,
pull my dagger out.
Okay.
I'm going to put my hood up and go to the lone wheel.
Well, we'll come back to you then, James. Because right now we're about to go into initiative, depending on what happens next.
Okay, guys,
So-
let's calm down.
Actually, the
Ask the kobold why he keeps looking at us.
he's a gnoll. Gnolls are big dog people. The kobolds were his little kind of his entourage.
Oh, he's not a kobold.
He's not a kobold.
Oh, he's
he
not a
has
kobold. I thought he
3
was.
kobolds with him. He is a large, overweight gnoll.
Right.
You ask this wee gnome thing, like, why is he
Not
keep
gnome.
staring at us?
Gnoll. Again.
Oh my god.
Right.
A gnome. So it's not a gnome. It's not
A giant
uh,
dog person. A gnoll. 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 Okay?
Right.
I get it now.
Right.
I ask him this, but I've got my horn, like, above his nose. Just in case he talks shit, I'll snap his nose.
Oh
Okay.
god.
As you are kind of like on the floor, kind of like, just you're wrestling with him. He's just kind of fell over. He is not particularly like physically adept. He has just been tackled by a barbarian, and he's not sure why. In his mind, he was just waving. He goes, I have a business proposition for you. Get off of me. Why are you? No, still Kobold friends, stay back. No, it's a misunderstanding. No.
Dad,
What?
Let's hear what he has to say.
Hold on a second, guys. My children ask me questions.
this is the third day.
I don't care.
You should care.
Right, why are you telling me this?
So you don't forget.
Okay, thanks,
And so
Logan.
you don't forget candy.
You're welcome.
He came through to tell me that was a first aid kit. I'm not clear on why I need this information. But okay. Anyway.
So you know what?
You'll find out in the next half hour.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like are they going to come
This
through
is
and
a
attack
first
me?
aid kit, Dad, just so you know.
Yeah. It's like, are you going to fight somebody?
This is what you're going to need to use later.
Makes sense. So as you've tackled him to the ground, he's rolling like, and his belly's kind of popped out of his kind of like his fine silks. One of his shoes have came off, and he's telling the kobolds frantically not to attack you. I just have a business proposition. He is very, very fat. Yes.
Crow.
He's a
Yeah,
chonker.
so Artemis is like,
Ask him why he keep.
just
wait,
let's
he's
hear
like
what he
this.
has to say.
Conan, maybe let the guy go.
I don't let him go. Ask him why he keeps looking at us.
I just told I just told you. I have a business proposition. Get off me. I don't like this. I don't want to talk to you about business.
Give us all your gold and then we'll talk to you.
Whoa. Well, let's just ask for information.
I still have a grip on him, but ask him what's the business thing.
We're not going to discuss it here. Just come back to my place and we'll talk it through. I'm not giving all my business dealings away in the middle of a market.
Can I stab him through the neck?
No.
Say what?
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Fuck.
Fair enough.
This is a trap. This is a trap. Pussy,
Fair
it's a
enough.
trap.
Are you pulling your weapon?
What the
No, I'm
fuck?
kidding. No, let's go. Let's go.
Are
I just want to see everyone
consequences?
back.
You said you
Do what
say
you
the
want.
consequences. Say that. Take the consequences.
Well, this is
No,
where
no,
the
no.
DM always asks, are you sure you want to
Yeah.
do this? In a crowded
No,
marketplace,
I'm not sure.
surrounded by witnesses. Okay, you don't want to do that. That's fine. Right,
Yes.
we got off on the wrong foot. My name
Wrong paw.
is... That's right, the wrong paw. Hakan al Karin Zemir Nilmo Chatur. What's your
Say
name?
what?
My name is Hakin al Karin Zemir Nilmo Chatur.
We don't care about your name. What do you want?
Just call me Hakan then.
I'll come. Very well, Hakan.
Can.
Why
Can't
did I
believe
write
it.
that?
Here's the deal. Well done.
don't we go to my place then? And we'll talk it through.
We got somewhere to go
Buy me
first.
dinner first.
Right.
No, we got somewhere to be. We
Well,
got
if
somewhere to go.
you're working for Henna, are you?
Yes.
I don't like this at all.
Well,
Insight check.
she's lying to you.
Oh,
Is she?
we did get a weird vibe off her, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
You think that thieving bitch is...
Can
You
I do
think
an
she's gonna tell
insight
you
check?
Well,
Yeah,
you and
that's
Callum
what
can both do insight checks because you both asked.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you asked.
Right.
I mean, do we really need to win though?
I'm using
Why
my,
can't I roll tonight?
I'm using my
12?
physical dice for this shit. 14.
With
Oh,
14,
no, never mind. Sorry, 17, 17.
okay, with a 17, things are different. He seems
I rolled
pleased with
this.
himself. He seems like the kind of person that is getting
Oh.
something over on somebody they don't like. And
I catch you.
so he definitely wants to tell you something, and he's happy that he's going to come out of this looking better than somebody else, or at least causing somebody who doesn't like a problem, if that makes it clear.
Okay, right. 1 second. Am I aware that James? What's your character's name again?
Warren.
Am I aware that Warren's gone? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's not there, so I mean, he walked off.
Okay, so I will cast. I'm gonna cast. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I don't want to do it, but that's the only way we can get him to come back.
We know it, don't do it. I'm fine.
So we're going to cut to James's scene next when he's killed.
Yeah, I don't want to use a 3rd level spell to be like, "Hi, we're going here."
Well,
don't have to.
do we know it? It's up to you.
I will look. There's always an
Okay,
opportunity,
we'll
right?
come
This
with ya.
happened. This took a few minutes. Warren, if you just spun it here and like, fuck this, I'm going there, then that's what you can have done. If that's what you want to do. If not, you heard the commotion, you turned around and you came back. It's entirely up to you, mate. James, how do you want to handle this? I'm not forcing you to rein it. If you want to go to that place, let's do it.
I'm going to that place.
Right,
I'll
okay.
use that commotion as a wee distraction.
Right, okay, in that case, the way I'm going to play it is that you guys never noticed Warren was gone until after all the big ramming happened. They just went,
Oh, so
Got it.
we're all watching that happen
Yeah.
and not realizing that. Oh, okay.
as a
dear,
normal
he's
person
gone.
would, one of your friends ran 60 feet and tackled a large knoll to the ground, and you were like, the fuck?
Yeah.
You did not notice. Warren were
Probably
like,
best that we stay here.
Yeah, I did try to say I was going to try to stop him, but
no, we have to let
I think
things
I'll have
happen,
to say
James.
that.
It's more funny when we let things happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And he
I'm
was
gonna put
insistent on his course of action.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my little tiny gnome arm out and try and help him get up. But in reality, I'm not gonna be able to help him get up in the slightest.
What happens
Yeah,
is,
it's-
give me a strength check for anyone that tries to help him up. As you are helping up, you notice that the kobolds kind of run round the back of him like they're well
13.
practiced in helping his fat ass get up off of things, and like they all go into position. and
This
they're-
is the best roll I've rolled so far, by the way.
you can have it at
That's
advantage because either you and Mary can roll independently, or one of these can roll at advantage. Rachel, you've rolled,
can
so Mary
help
just
as
get a
well.
shot of rolling. The guys, we're just helping a guy off the
Yeah,
ground here. We
yeah.
don't really need like 7 different rolls. He's getting up, right? This
Oh,
one isn't
hang
a
on,
game
hang on,
ender.
Wait, where is it?
How far is this guy?
There it is.
Right, okay. Between
You got The first
you
one was
two are,
5.
are next to no help whatsoever, right? Use literally, if anything, you are getting the
Told
kobolds'
you probably
way,
would be.
right? The
That's
kobolds,
because I've got
however,
this fine embroidered stuff on it. I'm like, I don't really want to make an effort. I'm like,
the kobolds are well practiced. They all kind of whip, like one of them whips out a kind of paddle that's almost like for kind of propping him up off the ground, and he just kind of you do
Kobolds go,
take his hand, and like just kind of his hands are like greasy, so when you try and grab
Got a
onto them, they
crane.
slip off. Yeah, they assemble a small crane and lift him off the ground. You try to help him up by help, but his hands are like greasy with like kind of chicken grease. It's disgusting. But you pop him up, and he goes. And as he's doing this, he like pulls like a kind of full chicken out of his
exercise.
pocket and just starts eating it.
I wipe my hands on a silk handkerchief and then like pop it into his pocket. You keep this.
Yeah. Right. Right. I would like to discuss the business proposition at my humble abode. If you were willing to come with
How
me.
much money are you offering?
I'm not talking business without being I'm not talking here too many eyes and ears. And he
Okay,
points over at Cat and a Tabaxi, who you don't recognise. Too many eyes and ears.
Can I follow the cat?
We have been followed, so maybe we should just go.
I will say, Logan, that anytime you take a step towards any of these cats or whatever, they just sprint off. They're up walls, over walls, their way.
God damn it.
Right. I mean, you've got a crossbow. If you want to try and shoot a cat in the middle of the marketplace, feel free.
No,
I'm glad to see you showing some restraint. There was that pause.
That way across the line, a cat.
Yeah. Well, I want to kick the cat. I'll point out cats have 1 HP, so if he was to kick a cat, it would die.
They have 9 lives, Lee. They have 9 lives.
He kicks it so hard it
Come
kills
back
8
and
of them.
lights.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that would scare them all, and we'd be sorted.
I think the impression I'm trying to give you is that there's more than one of them. And also you would be volleying animals in the middle of a marketplace. People would notice that. Anyway, up to you, what do you like? Anyway, Hakan says very little apart from, this way, don't worry, we'll have refreshments at the house. And as he's doing it, he does constantly pull things out of his robes and just like munch them. There's like a big bit of turkey on the bone, but when he bites it, he bites through the bone as well, and he kind of crunches it. If you ever had dogs crunching through bones, it's very much like that. Now, as you are going, the kobolds do kind of flank him. They sometimes go round other sides of you, but they're always constantly moving, almost like they're kind of causing a little bit of just a bit of space between you and him. Not enough so you can't talk, but enough that you're kind of aware that they will get in the way if you try and do anything. As you are walking, you'll say, now, Henna, she's not what she seems. I'm sure you're bright enough to have worked it out yourselves. Looks at you.
I'm just nodding.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, give me another insight. Actually, you gave me one already, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You gave the $7%. Just give us one more then, mate. Give us one more.
Alright, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself
Yeah.
because I forgot I had that. So that is, wow, I don't even need guidance for this. So that is a 22 plus my d4. It's at 24.
Cool. Yeah, he doesn't like Henna, and he wants something from you, something that he's excited about getting a hold of. And he doesn't seem to have any aggressive. He's not trying to trick you into coming back to his place. He just wants to go back there. You get the impression that he's nervous out here in the streets. He does glance around a lot, and he'll stare at like the aforementioned cats that you recognise. Every time he sees them, his head will dart over, and you'll notice that the kobolds are occasionally kind of darting off and like throwing rocks at these cats and stuff.
One injury popped up on my body.
Oh, hold on a second. One of my children is injured.
What is this?
Oh, there goes the med kit.
Yep.
Right, hold on a second. Right, I don't know, it just looks like you get poked by something.
No.
It's like 3
I can see what it is, yeah. Well, look, I mean, there's nothing we can do right now. I mean, no, I'm not putting
Oh,
you in
looks like a
passive
dad
arms.
talk.
Look, we'll keep an eye. See tomorrow if it's got to be a serious
I know what
risk
he's
in
saying.
the hospital. I keep saying this.
Yeah, well, I thought it was fine.
Oh, I'm agreeing with you. But like,
It
again,
seems to clear up and then.
okay, well that's what we'll do.
Like, aye. I don't know who I am.
The hell, man! Like my kids keep coming back covered in like weird marks and stuff, and I don't know what they want me to do about it. Like I said, let's go to the doctor. I was like, oh well, wait. Anyway, whatever. He's fine. He's got some scratches.
Did some of the kobolds try to look at the Daggeroth jar as well?
No, they don't try and rake through your pockets. I'm assuming Daggeroth is in like some kind of pouch. He's not just hanging out, is he?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe I could like go to the kobolds and say, like, this is my friend Daggeroth.
I should have seen what happened. I don't say it out loud, Rich. Just thought that.
As he does go to snatch it out of your hands. Give me you give me an acrobatics check versus athletics.
Who? Sorry?
You
Yeah.
give me an acrobatics check. He rolled a 21.
You're
Holy shit.
holding the little dude.
You held it up to him. Look at this. And
Oh
now,
my god.
I will say what it is it's more like excitement when he sees this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do guidance. That's not gonna go.
Guidance. Double guidance.
It's a 6.
He grabs it.
Oh boy, the guidance won't help.
What is this? This is fast. And he starts shaking the jar. Where did you come by this? This is amazing. Daggeroth. No, Daggoroth actually splatters across it, like completely loses form, and then comes back in. But everything,
Oh dear.
and he just keeps shaking it. What is this wonderful toy you have?
Hey, stop
I will
it!
give you 1,000 gold for this right
Stop
now.
it!
Can I grab his arm? Can I grab his arm?
Yeah, you can grab his arms.
Give him back to me. He's not for sale.
Sorry,
And I take it back.
Is it job?
He's my friend.
Wonderful. I
He's my
could
friend.
easily sell that for you and make us 10,000 gold.
Oh,
No, he is my friend. He is my friend. And I won't let anything
that
happen.
10,000 gold would be great, though.
No, I'm not Daggoroth.
Well, the thing is, you call friend, but if you're open, he'll kill you. Let's face it.
You.
At least,
What?
I don't think they do.
It's nothing concerning, nothing concerning.
He's friends with something that's not friends with him.
Let's sell him at the black market.
If he
No.
would kill, we
I
could
will
get
not sell
15,000 gold
I'm
for
not talking
him.
about Dagger, I'm talking about Artemis. Let's sell Artemis to the black market.
15,000?
I know
No,
many
not
that would
Daggoroth.
pay for a grain that would once opened would kill. We could sell. The possibilities are endless.
Problem is, though, if it gets let loose, we'll have to get it again.
Yeah,
then
and then
sell
we
it
can sell him
again.
again. There we go.
It's a lot of work, though.
Well, once we got enough money, we can hire other people to do it for us.
Yeah.
I'll be honest,
Or we
after the
or we
first
might upgrade
rampage,
weapons and mark 'em up again.
it'll be more difficult to sell. Can you control his rampage?
No,
No,
Oh,
not at the moment.
so he's a weapon
Maybe with
of...
power of music.
he is literally like a little. He's just blood in a jar, basically.
And he's my best friend.
He's
And I-
not your friend. He doesn't like you at all. He's never said a nice
Actually, you can hear
word
Daggoroth
about
from...
you.
Who's next? I will destroy the world and flood you in my
look.
blood!
That's what I think of this. You.
Well, this
Uh,
seems fitting.
Yeah, the street of 10,000 fools. He walks up the money wheel.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love.
Alchemical supplies. One just says import, export, various. They're not doing it.
As soon as in by
Focus on that thing, then I use that. So, you know what? I'm just going to go and try.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
Fine,
Right,
yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It froze up. It's probably to do with the fact that my children are probably watching 2 tablets and their TVs and online gaming, and the ones watching like Netflix at the same time. It's probably affecting the connection slightly, because they
Yeah.
like to use everything they have at once. Anyway, if we're all back, that's cool. Right, so James, sorry. So what are you doing? You've got these 4 people in front of the building. What you up to?
I'm just going to ask. I'm going to go into see if you can see this place. It's like I'm looking for Nahur or someone. Is it Nahur?
This guy's called
I know,
Nasur. When you if these cats, they look at
Yeah.
you befuddled. They have no idea what that is.
I was just sweet. Okay, sorry. Just coughing up there. I'm looking.
The dwarf was like, "Yeah, looking for Nasur, are you?
Aye.
For? Need money?
I need some information on someone who owes money, called Rahid.
You're for work as a debt collector? Hold on, did you say the heat?
Aye.
The boss will want to speak to you. Round the back.
Yeah.
And there's an
I'll go
alleyway
for
that just takes you round to the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now,
I'll go for
you go round, cool. Okay, so you go round, and for some reason it makes me roll a dice here. Okay, there's 7. Okay, you go round, and it's there's somebody who you assume is in charge, finely dressed, lots of gold rings, lots of kind of ornamentation. He's got like a headgear on and that covered, really finely waxed beard, eye makeup, and he's ordering around some workers. They've got some kind of renovation going on. It looks like he's replacing things. So you work faster. I need this done by sundown. This kind of stuff. And he sees you
I'm
come
just
in.
gonna ask,
You, why are you here? Do you recognise you?
I'm looking for Nazir and I assume you're him.
Yes, it's my place of business. Who are you and what
that's
do you
good.
want? If you
Well,
need money,
I
make an
am-
appointment and I'll speak to you later.
It's not money that I need, it's who I need to find. Raheem.
As you say the name Rahid, all the people that he's ordering around turn around and look at you with a kind of grimace on their
Yeah.
face. What is your relationship to Rahid?
He has something that I've been hired with a few friends to take back, and some sort of eye that was stolen off Lady Hannah. I mean,
Lady Henna.
Hannah.
I don't know who Lady Henna is. But Nasur. No, not Nasur. I'm Nasur. Rahid. You say you're looking for him, yes?
Yes, I'm looking for him, and he has something that I want.
Give me a persuasion
and
check
fine.
at advantage.
Advantage?
Mhm.
Because I took into consideration what the other guy.
You keep coming in and out.
Yeah, more or less guessing what I think he's saying at this point, just so it's like I'm not going to just keep you
Oh,
saying
so
it
it's
yourself.
not just me.
Why
Okay.
don't tell me?
It appears to be nothing you can do about it, so there's no point. Like I know
Aye.
roughly where you're going with these things, so
Right, what?
It doesn't make sense why it just suddenly it just like stops and then starts again.
What was he wants to roll again?
Because it's
I want
not like
to-
you set.
persuasion check, mate. Yeah, I don't know either, Rach. I mean, James got the best setup out of all us, so who the fuck knows what's happening?
12.
Advantage is 16, I'll have you know.
Filled.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
16. Right.
He looks at you. He looks at you. Who do you work for? Why should I trust some vagabond that's walked off the street to find Rahid?
I gave them the name of the lady I was trying to give.
Yeah. You say
Yeah.
Henna, but who do you
Henna.
work for? Henna's not just picked. This person's not just picked you off the street. Why does she trust you?
I am part of the Adventurers Guild.
Adventurous girls.
Yes. I come from Neverwinter, and now I have one here.
Do you mean the Irregulars?
Yes.
The mercenary company out of Neverwinter. Yes, they've set up in one of the old buildings. Yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
And are you capable? Are you strong? Are you know what you're doing?
Yes. Of course.
He inspects you for a moment. Now he offers me a considerable amount of money. Will you make sure I get this back?
I will certainly do my best. I'll get my friends to help me.
I said, can you guarantee that you will get me this back? The debt becomes your debt. Anything you find on him over my debt is yours. But could you guarantee you get me the money he owes me?
At that point, I put out my hand and I say, do you know anything about an honourable friend?
I never got that last bit, James.
I say, put out my hand and say, do you understand the honour of a hand? I do. Yes, I will.
Right.
So again, James.
I got him, it's fine.
He said the honour of a handshake.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what he made out.
I got it, yeah, it's fine, we're good. Right.
Wait, James,
Okay.
did you just agree to this?
Yes, he's
I
just agreed
agreed
to
to
it. You guys aren't
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He
agreed
pulls
to
out a
me.
contract.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So it's not a problem.
I'm just slightly worried about this whole debt thing now.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Guys, you're not there, don't worry. Okay.
James!
He writes
Not a
up,
problem.
with practiced ease, he writes up a contract very quickly. He gives it to you, you scan it. He's written in common, which is nice. And then what it says is that your name, Warren, insert name here, has agreed to take on the debt of one Rahid to the extent of 100 gold. If this debt...
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I try to get these words out before you guys are like, no, don't do these things.
Oh,
He literally gave
Like,
more
I
than...
just hear debt and think, fuck.
yeah. So,
as I've mentioned before, guys, see in Fantasy World, weirdly enough, 100 gold is nothing to adventurers, but to a commoner it appears to be all the money in the world. So, you know, it's
Yeah,
like,
forget this
you guys
shit.
are like wandering billionaires, like, oh no, not debt! But really, you're like, oh wait, I have all the money in the world.
I can just give you that.
The sum of 100 gold, and if you cannot pay, the Per Basset irregulars will take on the debt. And you, I'm assuming, do you agree to sign it?
I look at it, I say, I will give you a better proposal. How about this? I give you 100 now.
Right, I got 100 now and then nothing.
I say, I will give you 100 now as a deposit. And if
You're
I
gonna
don't
give
get your
£100
money back, what?
You're going to give 100 gold deposit on 100 gold debt.
Yeah.
James, that makes no sense, mate.
But
That
what?
makes no sense.
Your
But
life's
I was.
Right, guys, let
Just-
James talk.
If you give him...
Let James talk.
Never mind. All right. I'll.
Yeah. Sorry. No, keep going,
James,
James.
say your bit.
Explain it.
It's your session, guys.
Saying if I don't come with debt that's owed by Rahid, you keep that.
He looks at you, he's like,
Oh.
alright.
If I come with that with whatever he owes, I'll give you that and you return the 100 to me.
He shrugs. He's got his 100 gold the other way. Okay. Right, fine. The last I heard, he is taken up with a laundry woman called, you might want to write this down, Omana.
Mana.
Ouyama. Ouyama. He gives directions to this location and tells you to beware of ropers. She is a
Beware of
self-declared seer,
Oh.
and she's been talking. And as he stops as he says this, and he thinks from, was like, actually, the thing she spoke of is a group coming deadly encounter with. Well, one of the descriptions was somebody fitting your description. The others were impossible, though. One was a metal man. One was a person that changed whenever they took drugs of some kind. One was a person that had long gangly arms and was covered in blue fur. And one was a crazed barbarian that would tackle harmless merchants in the street for no reason. But what are the chances of a group such as that wandering our streets?
What do you make of this group?
I don't know. I have no business with them. They don't borrow money. I don't go meddling in the affairs of people who come up with crazy prophecies. There's no money in it for me.
How did you find out about this group? I heard they're an amazing group of people, and they do
Literally the
amazing
story
things.
I just told. Yes, it's the washerwoman. She's talked of this group of people who are going to turn up one day and attack her and her brood, but it seems ridiculous. What would a group such as that have to do with a washerwoman? Why would they care that she cleans the clothes?
So this she expects us, but she ever sees that we'd attack.
I mean, the way she talks is that you are dangerous to her, so perhaps she would attack you without thought. Perhaps if you go, well, there's just one of you. Why would she do such a thing?
But thank you for that information. And I I'll leave him the hopefully I'll ask him to put it in writing the 100.
Yeah. He gives you a receipt for the 100 gold and just a note saying that the debt, this money's his basically, and if you return, he will give you back your 100 gold and take the 100 gold from whatever you get from Rahid.
Right, that's not
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do that and I go, well, I'll get right on this.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, and this is a marvellous place you have.
So on that note, James, you have now been given directions to the laundrywoman. However, you do not know where your friends are.
I'm not going there first. I'm going back to the place where where my character's thinking the barbarian's still tackling this poor defenseless dog man.
Yeah, time
go
has
back to that
passed.
location.
Much time has passed at this point. You had to go all
Yeah.
the way there, have a whole conversation, which was of course much longer than we said, and come on.
Yeah.
By the time you're there, your friends are long gone. The hustle and bustle has kind of calmed down, but we will come back
We're
to
in
you. mate.
Narnia.
Yeah,
No,
they are on a
right.
ship heading off to a different land. But we'll find out
We'll
what
go to
happens
Westeros.
next. Yeah. So with that, it is now 10:30, guys. So we'll call it there for this evening.
Shit.
And we'll just switch down the stream. So I think we'll be playing. I've not actually spoken to you. Are we playing on Sunday? Do we know?
We're playing.
I assume so.
I can't play this Sunday. I
Oh
don't
no,
think.
sorry, Mary, you're not in that game. Not being mean.
No,
it's just
it's
you're not
alright.
in that game.
That's alright.
yeah.
I'm just getting on.
So and see that Liam's not been streaming this game. We have to speak to him and get more content on the channel because it's getting a bit silly now.
He's not streaming because his streaming was shit.
Yeah, no, but like me or James could
And then
potentially
we
just stream
just-
it for him.
We just stopped streaming.
Yeah,
Didn't ask James to do it, so I was like, okay.
yeah, we've got.
I
'cause we
did
did offer.
after he said that he didn't want. He just wanted to do it himself.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's kind of weird. Like, the
He's
channel
never
switch from
gonna
like
do it
3
himself.
days
He's
a
sitting
week
next
to
to
like,
shit.
yeah, it means he needs to replace his entire computer and get like better internet. So like, come on, man, just let us stream for you. James is probably a better option because
Oh,
when I
yes.
stream, it seems to work
Computer.
poorly. But anyway, so we're definitely back on Tuesday. For Richard's game, the Monday stuff will go up eventually. I'm not sure what's happening with the Vase and stuff because we've done a few episodes. We've not posted anything yet.
So much fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I get to do a fun voice, so that's my favourite. But with that, is there anyone who's selling anything that wants to promote it? He says, looking at Callum.
I'm still selling my comics on TealStudio.com, available on Amazon. You can also ship first chapter of my comic for free on my website,
Nice.
TealStudio.com.
Mary, you sell stuff. What do you sell?
If you want to commission some
Yeah, we were still alive last night.
weirder art, then yes, call me. Otherwise, Callum can do it.
Logan, you do OnlyFans. What do you do in your OnlyFans? No, Alex, love you.
Stream this week.
I'll personally come to your house and joke you out if you need it.
You
You're
will.
welcome.
Some people are up for that.
Yeah. James.
You might have to travel.
Well, can choke, will travel. James, are you selling anything other than bad audio?
Yeah, I have my OnlyFans for ankle.
Ooh, sexy ankles.
Oh,
There we
there's
go.
a freebie right there.
That's just a taste of the ankle that you can get.
It's a freebie.
Free sample.
And Rachel, are you promoting anything apart from goodness to all humankind, but mainly their pets?
And doggos. Yeah.
Oh, no. Not today. I don't like anybody today.
Yeah, fuck them
Aw.
people. With that, I hope everyone who watched
That's
it
not true, I
enjoyed
was
it.
just
And if you don't, we don't care, cause go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.